Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
everyone. Welcome to the Charlington Press. Today, we're going to be doing, as it says in the title, a Microwiki Microrant. So,
Yeah, this is
basically,
this is the second Microwiki related rant. My last one was a couple months ago on Perkins.
yep. But yeah, so this is this. I have my two guests here. Um, I mean, we're not going to use names. I mean, you can probably tell, like, from our voices or whatever. Um,
We were
but I
literally,
mean,
bro. We were literally on your show. You can go and use our names. We were on your show.
no, you were on my show.
Well, then use my name. You
All
are.
right, fine.
Hey, EBC. Are you okay with them using your name?
Go ahead.
All right, so we've got Mr. EBC or Emotion Broadcasting Company. That's
Corporation.
His Majesty James Ellis, and then we got another His Majesty Charles Ross
Yo,
of Falkland, and then you have
yeah.
little old Mr. President me, William Wilson. So I mean, today
Yeah.
just basically going over a rant. This is kind of an informal thing. This
Yeah.
is just
So, yeah. And hey, be sure to link in the description the new wiki, by the way, so we can gotta show our product.
yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, by the way, William, I'm gonna make you a mod because I'm an admin now, so I can freaking make you a mod. I should not be saying this on air right now publicly.
heck yeah. Anyway,
Wow. Talk about abusing power.
Oh, shut up! I can block you, James.
let's go on a rant. Let's go on a rant about the Microwiki admin Gestapo, and yet we're having our own little corruption rig here. But I mean, that's neither here nor there.
This is gonna be great. Let's go.
Anyway, so I'll let you two start with whatever you want to say. So,
All right.
Opening statements. I'll pass it off to James. James, you go and give the opening statements.
Opening statements, eh? All right. Well, let's see. Let's start with administration and mods on the Microwiki. How they're not derived from the community.
Yeah, it's a big thing. If you go on the micro, like I'm pulling up Microwiki because I always have it bookmarked ready to go. So if I pull up Microwiki right now and go look at the list of admins, and we just kind of scroll down here to list administration, the staff, obviously we've got good old Jonathan Austin, the site owner. We got Pierre, Edgave, Sebastian Linden, Carl Frederick, and Andrew Creed as the technical admins, which I don't think the technical admins count in our argument because they're just there for tech support. They're not really applicable. They're mostly Wikia staff.
Yeah,
But-
they're not applicable.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. So we got King Adam the First, King Kirpian, Edwin Lewis, and Joseph Kennedy. Adam, he's got Adamania. I think Adam's okay because he didn't
no,
start with.
wait, he's not Animadia. He's
Oh wait, no, that's
Uberstadt.
not. That's Empire.
Yeah,
of,
because there's Emperor Adam, and then there's King Adam. King Adam
he's
is
Paravia. This guy's Paravia, right?
no Uberstadt.
Oh, it's Uberstuff?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, let's start with the elephant in the room. Let's start with the fact that two out of the four wiki admins, as well as the site owner, are what's the one thing that combines all of them?
Australasia.
Yeah, gosh diddly dang right. That's the thing. The thing that connects them all.
Boy.
Yeah, they've all got a chronic case of Jonathanitis. It seems that they've all basically. The problem is, here's my problem. All these admins, Aaron Lewis, Joseph Kennedy, they're in Jonathan's pocket. Because here's the thing. Let's use Joseph Kennedy example. His current job is, what is he? Prime Minister of Australasia, right?
Yeah.
Aaron Lewis. What's Aaron Lewis's job? Oh, right. Aaron Lewis is the Chancellor of Australasia.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm actually running for that position when it comes open in a couple months. But yeah, Aaron Lewis and Joseph Kennedy, they're both high-ranking political heads. But what's the thing? Jonathan is their big ol' leader, and
No. Let me clear something up. I've got no problem with Jonathan. I mean, he's a good guy.
I work for him. I love him. I work for him.
Exactly. I do too.
Yeah, I know. But anyway.
Just clearing up some discrepancies.
Yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, the thing with Jonathan is that I'm not saying he's going to do this, but theoretically, if he wanted to, he could really do anything he wanted because in a lot of situations, to do big things like nuking stuff, you need the approval of over at least half of, there needs to be a majority of the admins. Well, if 3 out of 5 of the admins are all Australasians and 2 of them work for the third, you're going to have a situation in which Jonathan can just use clout and power to do whatever he wants. And that's fine considering he's, the almighty untouchable god of micronations. Him, Kevin Baugh, and I don't know, whoever the hell, Adam, him, Kevin Baugh, and then, Dominic. See, those guys are like, gods of the Microwiki. So, it's kind of, you can't stop them. They're the untouchables. You can't do anything to stop them.
Exactly.
William, what do you think about this whole thing?
I mean, when you bring that up, I do believe that in the case of this is all pointing to the argument of benevolent dictatorships, where even though they have all the power now, but they've never done anything wrong with it, that there's still the possibility of something that they could do. I mean, although that we may have had disagreements over, I personally have never been blocked on the wiki, ever blocked from using the wiki. I'm a good little boy. But when it concerns other people, they may have had their disagreements over why they were blocked for a certain period of time. I mean,
that happens on any wiki.
Yeah, that happens on any wiki, and that of course is the power of the admins. But there's always going to be that nagging that's like, oh, hey, at any point they could do anything for whatever reason, and we wouldn't have the power to stop them. And I do believe that Jonathan, he isn't malicious in any way. Is that the Microwiki is his baby, and I don't think he would do anything to ruin its reputation or its image in any way. But when it comes to the other admins, especially the wiki admins, I haven't really seen any. I have neither seen any bias or unbiased shown. But when it does come to Erin Lewis, she is the one of the admins for the Microwiki Discord. And so I actually observed a conversation where a user was trying to get help from her over an administration issue. And the thing is that she had no idea on how to do it because she is in this. I don't know if this will be a good comparison, but she essentially was she is judge, jury, and executioner for those that either offend her or anyone else in extensive property. So like you say, oh, this person is gay, or something along those lines, being extremely discriminatory or whatever, even though that I would believe that that the wiki should support free speech, especially including the fact that it has a news headline area. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I have seen that she has served as judge, jury, and executioner in the process of kicking and banning users from the Microwiki Discord. So that's the only bias that I've seen there. She's not necessarily. I haven't seen her been active on the actual wiki itself, just on the Discord.
So I think James and I can, I guess I'm not sure me, but I think James and I can speak better in terms of, more experience in terms of Microwiki, because I don't use Discord. I've never used Discord, but James and I are very active on the actual wiki. I spend upwards of 8 hours a day on wiki related work. I have over almost 1.5 million edits to my username. So, again, not trying to throw clout around here, but so is James. James had probably just like maybe over 1 million. He has somewhere. James, have you gotten the notification for 1 million edits?
No, I have not.
You got to be close because I got the 1 million edit notification back in October, November. So,
yeah,
you started around September, so you should be getting up to it in the next couple months or so.
Eventually. We'll see.
You got like over a few 100,000 edits though. So moral story is, I think I spend a little bit more time on the wiki than James does, but
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So with your time, have you seen any unjust uses of the blocking?
I mean, a couple times, considering I myself have been blocked before on the wiki. The first time was justified. It was a quote unquote for vandalism, even though the vandalism isn't really. I'm not going to get into that because it had to do with Perkins, and for those of you who don't know about Perkins watching this, there's a video I made up on my old channel ranting against him. So you can look at it; it's linked on the homepage of the wiki. But yeah, it's just my biggest problem is not with the staff. Here's my problem with the website, Microwiki in general, really, the user base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the user base. My problem is the user base because you got people like Tomcap who, don't use like Tomcap, who basically are mightier than thou and like, oh, you suck, and then these 12-year-old little shitheads, you go on their thing and they've been reported as a poor article, they've got all this crap against them, and they get proven wrong every time and they still come back. And then you got people who can't take a freaking joke like Perkins, chat log show all that's crap, and it's just it's one of those things where you can't really
fix it.
No, you can't do anything about it because if you do try anything, they're going to kick you, and it's just like, what the flippity flappers.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just. And here's the problem. No one's ever spoken out about the wiki. We're probably the first people to make a public statement about the Microwiki.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to say there should be the inclusion of a vetting process.
Yeah, my problem is there needs to be an age limit. These little kids, are on here. And nothing. It's such a bureaucratic mess. That's the big thing. My biggest thing is they need to hire more admins or mods, because if you look, there are no mods. The website doesn't have mods, but there's 4 admins, and they're tasked with running a website that has over 15,000 articles written in English alone. It's got over 75,000 articles, and so hundreds upon hundreds of registered users, and you're expecting these people to be monitored by 4 guys. It takes forever to get crap done.
Yeah. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
It's bureaucracy at its finest, and I thought Falkland had bad bureaucracy.
I know. You'd think Emoja had bad bureaucracy.
You're not a bureaucracy. There's just you.
Aye.
Okay, that's sorry.
No, that's just.
But, and as I said before, I don't want there to necessarily be a vetting process because this is supposed to be a free community.
Yeah, that's the thing about Microwiki. It's a fandom. I'm sorry, call it what you want. We just don't. No one likes to call them fandom. It's kind of like the F word in this community, but it's a fandom. By definition, it checks every box.
Yeah, but I mean, Microwiki started out on the fandom platform,
Yeah, I don't think that's applicable. I just meant it's a fandom in general. I don't.
Yeah, I know,
but what website provider?
It's.
Yeah, then there's still Micros. The Microwiki, Microwiki.
But I mean, I will disagree with you on an age restriction, because I think that there shouldn't be a restriction on the age of users, but there should be a restriction on the age of what edits they can do. So
that's what I meant. I think anyone should be able to view the page. I think you have to be at least 13. I say 13, 14. 13 minimum to be able to edit the page and actually, create pages. Because you go see these pages, they're absolute pesh. There are some pages that are really good. They're super good, but then there's other ones that suck. I think my biggest one, like here's my example, like SCP Foundation. I've had a really bad history with the SCP Foundation staff, and I don't necessarily like the foundation very much anymore, the wiki. But I agree with their 15 and up, age limit. And there's tons of people who get through it. The majority of the user base, you can tell they're under 15. I became a user of SCP back when I was 12. I slipped through the vetting process easily. The thing is, if you put that message saying if you act like a kid, you will be banned, that deters the immature ones. And the ones that join, even if they're mature, they have to act mature. That's why I think you should microwave. There's things is you have to be this age or older to join. You lie about your age, we can tell who you are. That means that they have to act mature or you get blocked. Thus getting rid of all these little kids. But there's also an opposite extreme to that. Like for me, I made a joke and got blocked for a day. Like I made a joke on Tomcat saying when you found out he was 12, I'm like, oh, you're 12, this makes sense, in regards to the flame war we had. That, by the way, no one ever got banned or blamed for that flame war that nearly cost me my page and only got resolved by Tomcat being proven absolutely wrong. And me making one joke at him got it deleted for being like unconstructive and like harassment. You want to see harassment? Go look at the Principality of Falkland wiki page, the one before Zardom, and look at the description. Read the 24-hour-long flame war that ensued because Dickie McShitpants couldn't take crap.
I mean, so it's not necessarily the fixing of the microwiki should begin with hiring more staff, right?
Yeah, that we can all agree that that's a big major step.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I mean, I will disagree with you with some of the age restriction stuff. Like, I think they should be able to create pages, but they should be only able to edit their own pages. And
no, I don't think it should be. I think it should be the other way around. I think that they can edit other pages because edits can be undone, but pages take forever to get deleted because of the bureaucracy. I think it should be the other way around. They should be able to edit pages, but I don't think they should be allowed to create them or comment.
All right. So they should, and then there's the sandboxes, which I know you don't use sandboxes, but I use sandboxes.
I've just never gotten them to work. I mean, if I could get them to work, I'd use them. I'm crappy with computers.
No, honestly, I don't even know what sandboxes are. So
sandboxes are like these parts where you basically type an article. It's basically a mock page. It's a page that only you can see. So it lets you build.
No, other people can see it.
Yeah, but it's tagged as a sandbox, and no one touches it. It's basically lets you build the page, gets everything correct, then make it an actual page. Like some websites like SCP have a whole website dedicated to sandboxes.
Yeah, but so I mean, so this age restriction should be about. They should have the ability to edit other pages and the ability to make their own sandboxes in preparation for making their own pages.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm thinking I would lower it, like the age range between, I would say maybe 11 or 12.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, bitch. Yes.
Okay, stop. It's turning into a meme.
Bitch, what are you talking about?
I mean, the best thing is that if this channel was monetized, this would be the best thing ever, because this has been going on for like almost 20 minutes now. And so, I mean, you have said a few curse words, but I mean, other than that, like...
Come on. Really?
I mean, other than that, this would be wonderful monetization.
Yeah, considering YouTube, I doubt
it. Big ol' kek. Oh, by the way, big ol' kek. You got some. You want to be kept.
Anyway,
Okay, about right now.
so I mean, is this all we really have to discuss?
No, we got more. You know, there's some stuff we can talk about here. Let's think about like 1 or 2 more things we can say before we end it.
I mean, we've covered all the major bases that we wanted to talk about, but I mean,
How about the new website?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. For everyone watching.
Oh yeah, I forgot that exists.
Yeah, but for everyone watching, there's a new wiki kind of, and so the link will be in the description if you want to check it out.
Yeah, link in the description. This
Yeah,
should be going from BBC, so
basically, what it is, what the new website is it is exactly the same as Microwiki. Only difference is it's designed for serious micronations as opposed to fantasy, and it's basically a lot less cluttered. And it's another, it's yet another new nation thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Blit. But
yeah, there used to be another wiki admin. Now that I think about it, Anthony Clark, technically former Austronesian, but kind of not because he declared independence and was the prime minister of the nation of New Florence for a while. But I mean, he's since gone inactive, and they took him off the wiki admin list, so I don't know what's up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. I don't have anything else to just talk about.
Well, I guess that concludes today's argument.
I wouldn't call this an argument.
It's just a rant.
Yeah, it's a rant.
Yeah.
We're not arguing with each other. We're not arguing with Microwiki because they're not here. We're just ranting.
It'd be nice if they were, though.
It's a Microwiki Microrant.
And everybody sucks.
Okay.
Well, if you put it that way.
I love you guys. Don't worry. I love you all equally.
Wonderful, but I mean, if this is everything that we've had to say, I mean, yeah, let's call it a night. It was a pleasure speaking with you all, and a pleasure speaking to you all watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Yes, it was.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Charlington Press signing off.